Good evening, friends. Today we will discuss one polity topic, that is constitution. Okay. In this we will discuss the first thing is why what is the need of Indian constitution, and second one is what is constitution, and the third one is important features of constitution, and fourth one is democracy. Few words about democracy we will discuss. Okay. Why India needs constitution? To prevent the society from entropy and also prevent the exploitation and manipulation. That is only possible with written constitution. The elected government or the state is responsible to the citizens. Means the strict implementation of the rule of law. It is only possible with the written constitution. That's why India opted a written constitution. And for the survival of any civilization, that depends on ability of a administrative system to protect welfares of the citizens. It is only possible with written constitution. That's why India opted a written constitution. Now coming to the what is constitution. Earlier I used during the what is the need of Indian constitution, the entropy and exploitation manipulation. What is that? Entropy means anarchy, destruction, lawlessness. There is no law. It is the ending. Always human beings are self-guided by their interest. Over a period of time, this transfers to the selfish interest, which leads to the exploitation and manipulation also. Okay. To prevent the society from those entropy and exploitation and manipulation, written constitution is necessary. That is what my viewpoint. Coming to the constitution. What is constitution? Constitution defines a soul of nation. Our old first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru said that the constitution defines dreams, desires, wishes, demands and needs of the citizens. It defines rights of citizens and responsibilities of state. Rights of citizens and responsibilities of the state. It also defines the relationship between the three organs of the state. Those are legislative, executive and judiciary. Okay. Why India opted written constitution? That is also here one point is India as a old nation, ancient nation and young country. Over the 5,000 years of its history, India had never experienced the functionality of the democratic system. To protect the democratic system, India opted a written constitution to promote and protect the welfares of the citizens and freedoms. This democratic system is only possible with the written constitution. Means strict implementation of rule of law. Whosoever on above, the rule is same. Equality before law. Here the written constitution also helps resolving so many disputes and complex problems coming in the future. During the independence, people who are illiterate and poor. The country would easily go into the dictatorship without this written constitution. So that is the constitution and its background. Now coming to the important features. First one is written constitution. I will tell some. The next one is parliamentary system. Third one is parliamentarian democracy. Third one is federalism. Fourth one is fundamental rights. Fifth one DPSP. Whole constitution in the fundamental rights. DPSP. I will tell separate individual classes what are the fundamental rights and what are the DPSPs, all those things. DPSP and independent of judiciary. Judicial review. Next one. Next, separation of powers. Next one is rule of law. Secularism also you can add. Important future. What are the important features? Written constitution, parliamentarian system, federalism, fundamental rights, DPSP, independent of judiciary, judicial review and separation of powers, rule of law, secularism. These are the important features. Now, important features of constitution. Now coming to the democracy. Demo means people. Okay. If you see, old history. So many in the world, so many countries gone into the dictatorship. Means monarchy. Only one person is ruling. The king is having the absolute sovereign powers. He can make laws and he can implement, and judgments also he can provide. With it, people are not enjoying their freedoms and rights. After Industrial Revolution, the monarchy was abolished. The dictatorship was replaced by the democracy. Means people's government. Means the elected government should responsible or accountable to the citizens for the strict implementation of rule of law. So that is the democratic system. That is the democracy. Here we'll see the important features of democracy. Important features of democracy. Democracy, what happening? In dictatorship, king is having the sovereign power, absolute sovereign power. He can make laws, implement, and judgments also he can do. But in democratic system, dictatorship, the king is having the sovereign power. In democratic system, peoples are having the sovereign powers. Sovereign powers, people, sovereignty of the people. Okay, they can change the government if not required. Okay. Means here the elected government is responsible to the people. They are enjoying rights and freedoms of citizens. Okay, there. Important features of the democracy is rule of law, equality before law, sovereignty of people, clear-cut separation of powers between the three organs of the state, elected government responsible to accountable to citizens. Here enjoy rights and freedoms of citizens. These are the important features of democracy. This is the first topic in the polity, that is constitution. Here we discussed why we need Indian constitution for Indians, and what is the constitution, and as well as why India opted a written constitution, and important features of constitution, and democracy and important features of democracy. These 5 things we discussed. In the next session we will discuss making of the constitution and constitutional developments. How much time taken, who is the head of that constitutional assembly, and making of the constitution. In that constitutional developments we will also see some of the regulating acts from 1773 to 1947, how it happened. Means 1861, 1892, 1909, 1919 regulating council acts, all 1935 government of India act. In that what happened, all those things we will see. Okay, thank you.